Hello, good evening and welcome. It is bloody hell Friday night, 8 o'clock. I hope you've had a really good week and you're looking forward to a restful weekend, unless you happen to be one of those fortunate or unfortunate people that got to work over the weekend. I am this weekend, but I work most weekends. Anyway, for those that don't know me, my name is Paul Wilson and I use hypnosis, happiness and hijinks to help people overcome some of life's little challenges. Tonight, I want to talk about something which is sort of two-faced kind of thing. Have you heard the saying, don't judge a man until you've walked a mile in his moccasins? Well, we all used to think this was from some sort of wise tribal leader, Native American tribal leader, but it turns out it's actually from, it's a poem by a lady called Mary T. Lathrap in 1895. And the actual verse goes, "Pray don't find fault with the man that limps or stumbles along the road unless you have worn the moccasins he wears or stumbled beneath the same load." So basically what that's saying to me is, don't judge a person until you've actually walked in their shoes. I wrote a post today about a quote that was saying that well-chosen words can, be very valuable and worth a fortune if you're in leadership and management. But I put a twist on that and think about this. Every time you go shopping or fill your car with petrol or go and get a coffee, anything like that, there is usually a server, a human being who you interact with. Can I have a coffee mocha water, please, with a light white flat, Or you go in and you fill your petrol and you may just say, good morning, or here's my credit card. You can make that person's day simply by having a very brief conversation with them. Hi, how's it going? Are you having a good shift today? Been really busy? What time do you finish? Just any kind of chit chat, because most of us go through these interactions and we don't actually recognize, we don't notice that person is human. They're a human being. They're not a robot. They're not an automaton. They're not, like £2.50, please insert your card. They're human beings, unless you go to one of those auto tills, yeah? We do it every day, multiple times a day. We interact with people at a very short time scale, 1 or 2 minutes, and we don't take the opportunity to make that person feel good by smiling at them, saying please and thank you, and just having a 2-second chat. People really appreciate it and value it. Now, while the judging comes in, there's two phases to this. First of all, you may go, hi, how's it going? You having a busy afternoon? And they go, yeah, all right, thank you. And they don't want to interact with you. And that could be for a number of reasons. First of all, they might just be completely shocked that somebody's actually asking them a question that doesn't involve, here's my credit card, take the change kind of thing. Or it could be that they're having a really crappy day. Their kid could be ill, but they've still got to come to work because they need the money. They may not have been able to pay the rent, or they're late paying the rent. Maybe they had a massive row with their husband, wife, partner, lover this morning. You just don't know. We don't know what's gone on in their life, yeah? So it's really important that you just put a smile on your face. It costs you nothing to smile. It costs you nothing to say a couple of words. You sit in a restaurant and the waiter comes over, or waitress comes over and goes, what can I get you? And you go, oh, can I have fish and chips and a couple of coffees or a couple of beers, whatever it is you're going for. And then they go away. Why not next time you with a waiter or waitress comes to your desk, go, hi, how's it going? What's your name? Are you busy? How are things going for you? What would you recommend? This kind of thing. A brief, short conversation takes no time and is worth a huge amount of value to that person you're talking to, because you're recognizing them as a fellow human being, yeah? And they'll feel good. You will make somebody feel good for doing absolutely nothing, just a really simple thing. The other side of the coin that I wanted to talk about is, don't walk a mile, you don't judge a person until you've walked a mile in their moccasins, is this thing about the instant judging that we make of people. And I've been guilty of this for a long time. I mean, I'd be walking down the street and I'd see somebody that was, drunk or really overweight or looking really out of it or not well dressed, and I would judge them. I would say, God, you need to lose a bit of weight, or Jesus, you smell, or bloody hell, mate, whatever. And that's totally wrong, because again, I have no idea what's going on in that person's life, what crap they've had to deal with, what shit they've had to put up with, what hassles they've had that day, that week, in their lifetime. Some people have had the most appalling lives, stuff that you will, never know about. I was talking to a lady yesterday who was begging for money. I gave her a couple of quid and I just had a chat with her. She'd just come off a £300 a day drug habit. She was homeless and she was on some methadone to come off the drugs, and she'd had a really rough time. She'd had an abortion, she'd been assaulted, and so this beggar's sitting there, got any change please, got any change please. Most people just walk past because they're, frightened or don't want to know, think that person's lazy. But just take a minute, and just go, yeah, here's 50p and have a chat. And you find out what's going on in that person's life. Nobody sits on the floor in the cold and the rain begging by choice. Yeah? Okay, yeah, there might be a few business outfits in central London, but generally speaking, the people you see in the street have got issues. Mental health issues, could be anything. I met a guy last year who had a well-paid job and had a family and a house and all that kind of stuff. And then he got himself into trouble with alcohol and he lost everything. He lost his family, he lost his wife, his kids, his house, his job. He had nowhere to live, no money. He was homeless. And again, just another beggar in the street. But I just stopped and had a quick chat. And he had the same, his first name was Paul. So he had a rapport going. And yeah, he just told me his life story in a couple of minutes. And he was, okay, don't get me wrong, I'm not a saint, okay? I'm not some kind of wonderful person. I just like to help people feel good because it makes me feel good. That's it. And I learn a little bit about people and it helps me not to judge. And even today, I'm walking down the street and I can feel the thought coming in, that person is X. And I actually stop myself and I go, Paul, shut up, you don't know. And then, I walk on. I might smile or whatever and just say morning, but I will not judge that person. And it takes time and it takes effort, but God, it is so worth it, because now I can go through my day and I don't put this weight of judgment on people that, I am holier than thou, I am worth more than you. No, I'm not. We are all on this planet, to learn a lesson, to get through life the best way we can. And some people struggle with it in various different ways. It's as simple as that. We in the West are really, really lucky for lots of different reasons, but there are some people that are not as lucky as we are, again, for a whole bunch of reasons. So don't judge people. It will really lighten the burden in your life. Yeah, that's the first thing. And secondly, engage with people. If you're the kind of person who's very shy and retiring and, wants to engage more with people and maybe, find a partner or go on dates or wants to do some public speaking or whatever, but you're really, really timid and shy, yeah? This is a great way to get into interacting with people. I don't know, micro interactions, you can call it, I don't know, call it whatever you like. But you go up to somebody and instead of just giving them your credit card and looking away, just give them your credit card, and while they're processing your payment, just go, hi, how's it going? Having a good day? And just have a chat for a minute, 30 seconds, 45 seconds. And do that 2 or 3 times a day, every day. And before you know it, you're talking to people. You're having a conversation. So when you go into that big meeting and you're feeling all wobbly, you'll feel less wobbly because you've been practicing, you've been talking to people, you've been putting a smile on people's faces. And a smile on your own face even. That's what it's all about. So, don't judge and make people feel happy, okay? That is it for today. I've got nothing else to do. My name is Paul and I use happiness, hypnosis and hijinks to help people overcome challenges they face in their day-to-day lives. If I can help you, drop me a comment or a PM. if you know someone that might need my help, yeah, don't tag them in the post because they might be a bit embarrassed, but there's nothing wrong with grabbing a link, shoving it in a PM and then sending them the message, okay? I do this 7 days a week, including Saturday and Sunday, same time, 8 o'clock. Thank you for watching and I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.